Capcom Vs SNK 2 Millionaire Fighting 2001 on Sega Dreamcast can be linked with SNK vs Capcom Card Fighters 2 Expand Edition on the Neogeo Pocket Color. So here's the deal, Card Fighters 2 on Neogeo Pocket Color was never released stateside. Thankfully, there is an English patch available, but it only translates the card names and descriptions. It does not translate the in-game text or dialogue between characters. I mention this because the only way to unlock the linking feature to the Dreamcast game is to complete Card Fighters 2 Story Mode. So you'll need to stumble your way through the campaign, but luckily it isn't too difficult. The good news is, this English patch I installed also includes a full roster of cards right from the beginning, which is awesome because it's easy to steamroll the AI using cards you would only be able to obtain after hours of grinding, leveling, and a bit of luck. With this, I was able to clear the story mode in a half a dozen hours to unlock the Dreamcast link option. But Card Fighters is actually a pretty fun game, so I didn't mind playing through it. After watching the credits roll, the DC link option becomes available in the verse.net menu. But there's a secret to getting it to communicate with the Dreamcast game, as there are no instructions or a link to Neogeo Pocket option in the menu. After connecting the system link cable to both systems, step 1 is to boot up Card Fighters 2 after finishing the campaign, then click on the DC link option from the verse.net menu. You need to leave the game on this standby screen. Step 2. Boot up Capcom Vs SNK 2 Millionaire Fighting 2001 and wait for the game to display the yellow Japanese text. When this yellow text appears, the link to Card Fighters 2 will be complete and you can turn off the Neogeo Pocket at that point. Card Fighters 2 does not receive any bonus for linking. Okay, so what do you unlock in Capcom Vs SNK 2? Normally, the middle tile on the main menu is empty, but linking it to the Neogeo Pocket game unlocks the Groove Edit option in this once empty space. Here, players can adjust the groove settings, which is the main gimmick of Capcom vs SNK 2, where it can limit which characters can fight against other characters. Personally, I don't find this feature to be anything special, and the game doesn't even explain how this whole system works, but maybe dedicated fans can let me know what I'm missing in the comments. Next, Evil Ryu, Shingoki, God Rugal, and the crazy version of Iori become unlocked. To me, I think this is the coolest feature because adding more characters to an already extensive roster is impressive and welcomed. Finally, the extra option in the main menu becomes available. These options are best suited to the most hardcore players, as the life gauge can be modified with normal, recover, and no damage options. The guard and groove gauge can be adjusted, and there's an option to select the same character, and it's even possible to turn off the HUD. So there's definitely some worthwhile unlockable content to make the game bigger, better, and more fun. Essentially adding DLC in a time when DLC was still in its earliest infancy. But just remember, you need to spend time clearing the handheld game first. To put it simply, only the most dedicated players will take advantage of this forgotten linking feature. But if you're really into the Dreamcast version of Capcom vs SNK 2, there's enough quality content to make going through the hassle of linking both games worthwhile. Plus, Capcom vs SNK 2 is one of 6 Dreamcast games that feature the Neogeo Pocket Link mode, so for that alone, it deserves recognition. But what do you think? Did you know the Dreamcast could communicate with the Neogeo Pocket? Have you tried playing the Card Fighters Clash compilation on the Neogeo Pocket Selection Volume 1 on Switch and Steam? And what other Neogeo Pocket Color games do you wish would get an English translation, and why is it Ogre Battle Gaiden? Let me know in the comments. And for tons more link cable nonsense you never had the chance to experience for yourself, see the links to my dedicated playlists in the description. Until next time, thank you for watching, and game on!